We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Washington nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30.
There it is.
Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Now a dump off here complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Montez Sweat. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Second and inches at the 32-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
The 47-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Tackle made at the 20.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Washington.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll get it all the way down inside inside the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Going deep this time for Miller. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
The score, Buccaneers 21. Washington.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll set up a throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
A 7-yard.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now back to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Buccaneers 21, Washington 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
He's tackled at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
They're going to try and throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
First down, Buccaneers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
And a Buccaneer first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Flush to his right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Now go to the... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up.
They'll drop the throw.
At the Buccaneers, 41.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
The pass.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Flushed out right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Washington 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
He'll drop to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. Check. 3. Mike 3. We want this.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work an exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing it in here on second down, this time complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
A gain of
16 yards, a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete to number
12 more yards there and another first down.
At the 1-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And judging by our scoreline, they have 6-0 in their future. As they look to grind this one down a little, they've got it 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
At their 48-yard line.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. George Kittle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 45. Washington 30.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 27. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That's complete right around the 8. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 8-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 5. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
45.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a